Thank everybody for coming out here. Some of you good friends that have supported the organization since we started. And actually, somebody told me this last season, the Nighthawks now the GreenHawks is the longest running minor league basketball franchise in the country. A dubious title, but one that we're proud of. It started in 2004 when they took it over. We were playing in PG County at the time, and I really saw a niche that this could provide. And having been born in D.C. and grew up in Montgomery County, I wanted to make it part of the county. So we brought it over, and fast forward, we were in another league that I won't talk about, but realized still that there was something good about this when kids at the end of the game get to stay on the court with real professional basketball players. In our league and in our team, it's required that players stay there until every kid gets an autograph, a handshake, a picture. It's truly about family and a good time in our community. And as we developed this league, my partner, Dr. Severaniak, who owns the team in Rochester, when we realized that the league we were playing in was not where we wanted to be, set out and create a premier basketball league. This is the third season that we'll be going into, and we're proud to say that it's gotten better and better. This past year, we were the first minor league basketball league to broadcast our championship basketball game into China. And you don't really appreciate the numbers over there. The game, while it was a rebroadcast, it went out to 425 million people. I'm not saying that we had 425 million viewers, but we had a rating just below an NBA rebroadcast game. They're that passionate about basketball over the particular brand that we play here in the States, and even more so in the PBL, where it's a very up-tempo game. We also developed last year at Sports TV Network, which is one of our sponsors. It is a TV network. We broadcast it now. We have about 34 million homes through affiliates in the United States. We're working on getting it over here in this area. We also broadcast in Europe. It's a 24/7 network, but part of that is also to help brand the PBL and continue to grow. This season we have 9 teams with the addition of a team in Puerto Rico, which is played in the BSM, which is one of the most respected spring-summer leagues in all of North America. So the level of competition, what's interesting now, really there are 2 minor league basketball leagues left of any value, and that is the D-League, the NBA's, and the PBL, which I'm proud that we're back here in Maryland. The idea of the GreenHawks, we debated about it for a while, Adam and I, and my wife, Farhan, who is to be named as president of the organization. Unfortunately, she's at home with our son who has H1N1. But he's getting better, so she can't be here for the formal introduction. But when we sat down to really, and had a lot of discussion about what can we do that really is more, because this is more than basketball. As much as it is about basketball and what these young men can showcase and do, it's also about how can you take professional sports, in my mind, and something that can deliver a very powerful message. When you have folks like my good friend George Murison, who comes and becomes part of this, when you have Byron Mouton, Sherrill, Daniel Artest, Travis Lay, who are willing to come and be part of this, to deliver a message to kids, it's powerful. And so this is not just a PR stunt to say, the Nighthawks are now green. This is, in my mind, the first professional sports franchise that is green, and green certified in a lot of ways. I'll have our friends from carbonfund.org talk about how the Nighthawks are going to replace their GreenHawks, the carbon footprint at all of the home games and all of the travel that we do both through the team and corporately throughout the year. Every bit of the goodie bags, if you will, including the pens, are recycled organic materials, including the t-shirts. We're speaking with several major sports manufacturers about creating uniforms that are going to be recycled, either bamboo perhaps, or recycled plastic. Nike has a program that we're involved with where we're going to collect sneakers, and what they do, they recycle these sneakers and they've made playgrounds, parks. It's just phenomenal what can be done. And the intent of this is we're not coming out and telling everybody to do everything, but the message is really just do one thing. And if through the abilities that these young men have to convey a message more powerful than I can stand here and say it, and most of us in here, and we have folks like that willing to do it, then it goes a long way to creating a generation that really, I think, sees the bigger picture of things that maybe is more important than ever before now. So, you know, the message and how we'll go about it is very much with the schools, with the community and kids. We have not forgotten our other messages about, you know, we have a whole Believe to Achieve program where we go and talk to kids about staying in school, about believing in themselves. And, you know, you couple this with the message of green and conserving the environment, I think it's something that for our community is a good thing. And when we have the right people delivering the message, it's even a better thing. And that's really what we intend to do. There's some bigger pictures, and I'll take some time today to have my partner in another project that we're developing with the arena to talk about our plans with that, and how that is not just a building, but again, something that is with conservation in mind. So we're proud this year, while we're relegated to playing, not in a bad way, at one of the larger high school gyms until we get an arena built. We'll be playing at Wooten High School, which can get about 2,000 fans in there, and it's our goal to have it sold out every game. So that's something that Adam and Jacob and the rest of the camp back there, our marketing people, are really working hard to do. So without further ado, I'd like to turn to the basketball side of it for a second and introduce this year we have a whole, I would say, new look to our team. We've got, you know, talented, I would say we've always had good teams, and we have one of the winningest franchises in BC, certainly in the past 5 years. I'll brag about that all day. And I'm an owner that will listen. You can tweet that in. So let me first introduce, in this, we were very fortunate to be able, kind of at the last minute in some senses, to have our new head coach this year, a gentleman whose pro coaching experience is phenomenal. If you look at his resume that's provided for you out there, you'll see it. Rob Spawn comes to us. He coached last year actually in the PBL for the Manchester team. Rob and I share kindred. He's a Pittsburgh guy, and my family is all from up that way as well. So let me, if I could, introduce the new head coach of the GreenHawks, Rob Spawn.
Now I got to go out and get a green suit now, so I look good for the game. But I want to thank you guys for being here. The media is very important when having a team here and getting people and getting the word out, like Tom was talking about. You know, minor league basketball is a lot of fun. It's great. I love doing it. I love being around here. But again, without these guys, these four right here, it's a great foundation to build right here. And these guys, you know, most of the guys on this team are going to be local guys, majority of these guys. And, you know, talking to Tom, last year I was in Manchester, and, you know, business, it wasn't finished. We made it to the semifinals. I lost game 3 to Rochester, who's 2-time defending champs, and I want to get them this year, get them back and win the championship, and bring them back from Montgomery County. There's people, a lot of talent here. This town, this area, is a lot of basketball talent, so we have a lot to choose from. But again, this is a great foundation to build with. I think you guys are going to see with my teams, we play up and down, but it's discipline. You're not going to see 140. We're not going to put up 140. We're not going to put up 130. What you are going to see is these young men are going to play defense. We're going to get after it. The last 2 years where I've been, my teams have led the leagues in defense, and that's what wins championships. So, you know, our goal every game is, and they'll find out, we have to hold teams under 100, and that's what we've been doing. And again, that's what wins it. But again, you'll see some good discipline, and these young men, they all come highly regarded. They're great young men off the court, and that's important. You know, like what Tom was saying, it's minor league. Sometimes basketball gets a bad rap, and I just want to let you know that there are some good things and great things here. So if you come to a game, I think you're going to enjoy it and want to come back. So again, I want to thank everybody for having me. Thanks, Tom, for having me here, and hopefully now I can get some calls to go my way, since I'm working for the commissioner of the league also, run his team. So those calls that I didn't get, maybe we'll get them our way this year. So again, I want to thank Tom, and thanks, Adam, for having me here. Thank you.